Hey everyone. Um, I had said that I was going to go live, but for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't like me right now, which is strange because I'm not doing anything wrong. Um, so, I'm just resorting back to video. Um, uh, so from my last video, um, I was really encouraging all of you to be more motivated and to not give up on trying to speak, no matter how hard it might be. And so I hope all of y'all have really been able to focus on the things that you can do rather than the things that you think you can't accomplish. And so and so now for this video, I am I was thinking about what I should talk about, and um and and one idea came to mind, and and that was and that was to make a video for those who wonder about stuttering. Uh, uh, like if they have a friend that stutters, or a family member, or they just meet like a random person on the street and they stutter. And so I really just wanted to focus on this for this video. And so I looked up on Google some questions that people have had, and I'll just go through them, and talk about how it is for me, and how it might be for other people as well. And so I hope y'all will enjoy this. Okay, so the first one is, should I finish their sentence? Now, this one's a little tricky, because one, um, um, most people don't like it when you finish their sentence, right? Like even if you don't stutter, you probably don't like it when other people always interrupt you, right? So it's basically the same thing for us, because we're trying so hard, to get this sentence out, and so when people interrupt, and they finish the sentence that you're working on, it's kind of like a slap in the face, and and I mean, that might not be true for other people that stutter, but for me, it's basically what it feels like, because it's like it's it's like that person isn't patient enough to just wait until I finish the thing that I wanted to say. And so that's a big frustration that I have with people. But but if you're wondering if they want you to, then maybe have like a talk earlier, and maybe come up with some signs as to let you know when you should finish their sentence. Like an example of something that I do if it's like super bad and the stutter's just terrible. I would like really look at the person I'm with, and then they'll help me out with that on that day. But most of the time I just push through it no matter how hard it is. So really just ask the person before you do it, because it can be really offensive. So the second one is it normal for a person to stutter more when they're tired? With this one, what I've noticed with my stutter is when I'm more relaxed or when I'm more tired, I actually stutter less because my muscles are relaxed and I'm not all tensed up. So for me, it's actually the opposite, which is pretty nice. Because when I am super tired or when I'm really relaxed, like when I had laughing gas, when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, man, I was talking and like no one was going to shut me up. And so it's just like things like that when I'm relaxed and really comfortable with a certain person, then sometimes the stutter isn't that bad. Sorry, I'm like scratching my head. It's the fan, and there's like a little part right here in my hair that's just blowing in my face. And so anyways, that was the second question. Let's see. And then the third was, why do people tell me that they stutter? And the reason for that is because it's a self-disclosure. It helps me, at least, for other people to know that I stutter, so that I can kind of put down my wall and not worry about that judgment or worry about what the person thinks of me, because they already know about how I speak. And so that's why it just helps us to be more relaxed around you. The other was speech therapy helpful to you? Um, Not when I was a child. Um, because that's where I learned my tricks, or the crutches. They were they were trying to help me to speak more fluently by using other tactics rather than facing the stutter itself, if that makes sense. It's like um it's like uh, going around the bush and not going right through it. And so that's kind of what they were they were doing. They were trying to uh, figure out ways going around the stutter rather than facing it head on. And so I feel like that's what made my stutter worse is because I was trying to avoid not stuttering, and when you try to not stutter, you stutter worse. And so it wasn't until I was in high school that I I had an amazing speech therapist that really helped me to understand that in order to stutter more easily or more fluently, I had to face my fear of stuttering. So, all right, fourth one? No, fifth one. Did stuttering affect your ability to make friends? Yes. Yeah. Because um, a, a lot of people don't like it when when you're when you're different. They I don't know. It just the the people that I've met, there's been a lot of awful experiences because those people will judge you. There's always judgments when you are different, when you speak differently, when you look differently. There's always going to be that judgment. And sometimes it even makes it hard to make friends because of that. Because people only see an an imperfection and not the person that you really are. And so and so some of the people that I have talked to, just won't even bother talking with me because of this speech. And so you can't really build a friendship if that person isn't patient enough. Though on the bright side of that, it it really helped me to find true friends, those who don't even care about how I talk slower, and when I meet people like that, it just means the absolute world to me. And it it really amazes me, and I love it so much when there's no judgments from the beginning. They just see me as Megan, not just someone who speaks slower. All right, and then the last one was, what was dating like for you? And like this kind of goes back to to the ability of making friends. Um, so for the most part, um, my past boyfriends have been really respectful, and they've been nice and kind. Um, and like my current boyfriend, who's just incredible. Um, he didn't even mention about how I talk, and that was just crazy to me, because most people would always ask about it, or they'd avoid it all in general, meaning not talking to me. Whereas with him, he didn't care, and so I'd say it's been nice, I guess, um, when dating, because those I date are usually respectful to how I talk, so there's nothing really awkward about it. Um, so yeah. Um, and so if y'all have any more um, questions about stuttering, or what's it like for me, or if you, I don't know, I guess if you have any other questions, like I said earlier, then just message down below, and I'll see all of y'all on Thursday. All right, bye bye.